Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of Bannerlord, and we're going through our no fighting playthrough. Um, I did get a couple comments that there was some choppiness, and I went back and watched those videos, and they were pretty choppy, and I think it's dropped frames. I think I've resolved that issue, so it should be a lot smoother, so I apologize for that, guys. I didn't come back from streaming after 8 months, and you miss a couple things. There was a couple things that I didn't do I should have done when I reset up everything, and that was one thing I missed, so I apologize. But I think the mic is good, the volume's good. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys noticed, but it should be smoother now, I hope. So we'll continue on. I think I played a little bit off screen, and did a little bit more trading, but we are at 68.9k, so really good on there. I'm gonna buy a couple more businesses. We're gonna head up here. There was a business I was looking at, or a workshop, or enterprise, whatever you want to call them, up north here. So we're gonna head up north and purchase one that I had my eye out, but we're gonna try to get some of these bandits. We can on our way up there. Yeah, 18 wounded soldiers, so 115 in Stewart. Actually, I'll show you guys our stats right now. Piers, of course, we haven't done any fights, so these are all 0. Bow, we never used, but we had a point in bow from when we did our character creation. And then we've got a couple points in riding. Scouting, I'm not doing any scouting because we got that master scout who is like super high, 177. Actually, he's about to top out. We're gonna make him. Do we want hills? I think we want hills. Half food consumption. We do move around in the hills quite a bit, so we're gonna go with that one. And he's looking pretty good. So he's mainly a scout, and I did give him a little bit more, one more point in one-handed. So he's actually getting XP now because he was maxed out on that. And Piers is doing pretty good here. It looks like he's got an extra point. He doesn't have an extra point yet. So Piers, we'll probably put that in here because we want to hit... We're at 220 that we can max out at, and we need 225 to get everything has a price. You can now trade settlements when doing a barter. And that is going to be our main goal. We want to buy the whole world and unite the world that way without fighting. So like I said, a unique playthrough, something totally different, and we'll put social, and now we're at 230. Now we can get that everything has a price. I don't know, you must have to get, because we've maxed out 5 focus points and 5 focus points in these, but you must have to have like 12 or something in social to get all the way to the end. So that gave us only 10. So to get to 275, unless you progress very, very slowly after this point. So we'll see how that goes. But I got the one that I really wanted to get. And if we don't get influential trader, your caravans and workshops gain influence. That's okay. And plus 15 to party size would be very nice. But we're going to have a lot of party size anyway. So I think we might hold off on social on 9. We might go a little bit more intelligence. See if we can get our Stewart up, because we've got that at, looks like we can get that up to 170, so we might bump that up and try to get at least these 2. I don't know if we'll get +1 companion. I guess that's kind of nice. If you're leading a siege, any party leaving or entering must engage first. That's interesting. So there's some pretty cool ones here. We'll go through a lot of those. But right now, I think social being at 9 is where we want to be at, and that ultimately gets that perk that I really want, and start buying chiefs if they're not too expensive, which by that... Oh, what happened? Oh, never mind. So this week will be tricky. I worked a good 14-hour shift today, And then tomorrow might be more. I'm going in like right after I film this. I'm going back in, and then tomorrow is going to be pretty hectic too. So this week I'm going to try to get a video out every day is my goal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. That's one of the reasons I haven't been recording, is just because I'm working a ridiculous amount. And now with all this stuff going on, it's even busier. So we're going to upgrade these troops. Mercenary scout or mercenary guard. Let's get some more horsemen. That'll be good. Okay. So we can hold 73. We have 30 troops that are good, 22 that are wounded, so a total of 52 out of 73. So we're looking good on there. We're going to take those prisoners, of course, and take all the loot. What are we looking at as our clan? We're halfway to tier 2, so we still get a lot of play. I'm playing a lot off screen because trading is very tedious and slower. It is fun, but you're more like kind of a spreadsheet playing the game, essentially. But we're gonna stop by a couple cities here and trade. He's still gaining scouting like crazy. 178. That was a good scout. I feel like before previous playthroughs, it might have been because I had an early save on my previous playthrough that I did off screen. That leveled up a lot slower, so they might have fixed that in a patch. But yeah, work. That's pretty much all I do right now. So bear with me, guys. The videos are coming. Like I said, my goal is to do one video at least during the week per day. So Monday through Friday, just one a day. And then on Saturday and Sunday, do more. Maybe like 2 or 3. So that's the plan. Ooh, they got a lot of clay here. I think I can buy clay for like 10. But 13's not too bad. So we're going to get up to maybe 80. I think that'll be good. Pottery, I might buy a couple at that price. It's a little expensive. Usually you can find it at 40 or 50. It's a good price. Hogs are really good. I'm going to buy a bunch here. I'm going to actually buy them all. I think I can make a profit on that. And wine, yeah, I could buy that cheaper somewhere else. Okay, I think that's good. Now, one thing I did notice, guys, is everything kind of resets when you load up your saves. So all your green stuff kind of goes away until you start purchasing again. So I know olives are, I think I buy them around 30, so I can sell a little bit of those. Beer I buy at like 30 as well, so I can definitely sell quite a bit of that. I'm gonna actually just sell it all. Crude iron. They have a bunch of crude iron here. Crude iron doesn't sell for very much here, so we're gonna save on that. Flax actually sells pretty good here at 16. I think I buy that at like 10. So we're gonna just sell as much as we can because I need to get rid of this flax. I've been carrying it around, and not very many towns are selling it for like, or trading it for like 20, 22 is usually what I look for, but it's hasn't been that case. I think there's just a bunch of flax in the market right now, or it's me trading a lot of it. So I'm probably gonna hold off on the flax, just because I had 200 of them at one point. Sell a little bit of salt. Sell a little bit of wool. Velvet is actually going for quite a bit. I'll sell that. Sheep are going for quite a bit. I'll sell some of those. And I think we are good there. Well, that's one thing that they could probably fix, or maybe it's intentional and I unlock it through, so I can check real quick. If we go to trade, is there an option? Workshop production is increased by 25%. Increase tariff income by 10%. We're probably going to go with the workshop productions increased by 25%. when we hit 150, that's pretty dang good. Insurance plans. Caravans return. Okay, so we'll probably do rapid development because we're gonna have probably a ton of shops, I'm guessing, or workshops. Probably only do like 3 or 4 caravans, but we'll probably have, I don't know, 10 or 15 shops because we gain influence for every, or renown for every profitable shop that we own. So if I gain 10, 15 renown a day, that means fighting is not going to have to be a thing anymore, which is where I want to go. No more like auto resolve battles, hopefully. So, but it looks like your town's bound to villages. Okay, so none of this stuff gives me a perk when I load back in. So there must be a problem with the game where it just doesn't remember that when you save and reload. But I've been trading for so much now that I kind of got a general idea of what I'm buying stuff for. But just keep that in mind. So it is, I mean, there's a barely any choppiness. I'm getting, I don't know, about 40 to 50 frames per second. So it should be a lot better now that I've got the drop frames issue taken care of. Got 0 dropped frames so far on this recording. So fingers crossed. Hopefully that's better for you guys. And I apologize. I think the first 3 or 4 episodes were pretty choppy. The game runs great when I don't have OBS recording, but when I hit that, it definitely takes a pretty good like 20-30% hit, which is to be expected, I suppose. If you guys are curious, I am running a laptop and I'd use it as a desktop. I got a keyboard, everything's all plugged in. I got another monitor that I use, and I kind of use the laptop as a second display. That's I like to be mobile, so as mobile as I can be. See, pottery is selling for a ton there, so that was a good profit. This I bought for 30 something, so I'll sell a couple of those. Clay I bought for 12, so that was a big. Actually, we'll sell a little bit more. We'll sell until we get to 25. There we go. Flax is actually worth a ton here, so I'm going to sell all of it. And our inventory is about as low as it's been in a long time. All right. Butter, we have 152. Fish, we can buy cheap. Ooh, olives are dirt cheap here. So we'll buy it until it turns up to 20 maybe. No, I mean 240 olives, that's a good amount. Buy a little wool. I could probably sell hardwood here for a very good price. I should probably go buy some. But we need to restock, so I need to buy a lot of things. Linen, I'll buy a little bit of linen. Sheep are pretty good price here. I'll buy a couple sheep. And there we go. Trade 130. And there was a town, was it? It might have been this one up here that was doing really good on a resource, and I was going to come back and buy the... So that's kind of what I'm basing it off of, because I think some of the economies are a little bit different from other YouTubers, depending on what's trading and everything. I mean, there's some things that are pretty close, but I did see... I feel like if someplace has an abundance of something, like wine here is dirt cheap. So I might buy the winery again here. because these are only 20. I mean, I'm gonna buy that out. Meat is a good price here. I usually can try to find that for like 17 or 18, but I'm gonna buy some of that. Olives again. I don't really need more olives, but I'm gonna purchase a little bit. That's 250. Oil is a really good price here, so let's buy some oil because I can sell that for over 100. And hides are a really good price, so let's buy all of those. Okay, wool. Sell a little bit. Sheep I can sell a little bit. This one's going to be one of those ones I kind of skim. Not very much. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's see what businesses are here. Let's take a walk around the town. Yeah, still no drop frames, so fingers crossed, guys, that this one is smoother. And I apologize again. Tomorrow's episode will probably be a little bit earlier. Kind of popped home for a little bit just to kind of get away from work, and then I'm going back in about an hour. Leaving here, going back for probably 2 or 3 hours, then coming home, going to bed, and then getting up at 4 a.m. to go back to work. So it has been pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But I'm having so much fun, and I really miss YouTube. The algorithm has not been very good, but when you take 8 months off, you kind of expect the YouTube algorithm to give you kind of a hard time. So I expected you know, a not very high view count, and plus we're playing Bannerlord, which is a very popular game. So olive press right there. I'll probably buy. I'm probably gonna buy this olive press, and we'll switch it if we need to. I think it's gonna be pretty profitable because there was a lot of olives there before I bought them all. So we'll go in here, and if I can find a worker, gang leader, bodyguard. Is there a worker here? Maybe they're outside. Shop worker. Alright, let's leave it for now. We can switch it if we need to. Okay. So now we own 2. And we might, I don't know, the gang leaders and all that stuff. I'm very curious to see how that works. I did pick a fight. You can pick a fight with them, but we probably get beat up pretty easily. So I'm not going to at this point. But I think you can put a companion in. At least that's what E3 was a lot, like 3 years ago, where they got in a fight with one of the gangs, and then someone put in their own companion to run the gang, and they were profiting that way. I don't know if that's in the game. I don't think it is, but it probably will be at some point. So let's... Oh, I was already in here. We already did our trade. So let's take a look at clan. And if we go to other... Oh, wow. Our vintner is making 90. So that's pretty dang good. So that was a good purchase. And then this will take a day or two to kind of kick in. So we'll see how that works. I just bought all the olives, so I don't know if that's going to have an effect on it or not. But if we can get 2 very profitable companies, that's 2 renown a day with our perk that we'll be getting. So that'll be very, very nice. And I'll have to see if that works out. All right. We're down to 53K. We're going to do some more trading. I'm very, very empty. So I do need to do a loop. I feel like the towns around the outside have some really good deals. So if you do kind of a circle around and then you kind of hit some of these towns on the inside, and you can make a killing. So that's a good way to do it. And it might be a little bit different depending on your economy. But I feel like this economy is a little bit different than the other one I've been playing off screen, like my personal playthrough. So keep that in mind. What's working for me may not work for you. Okay, let's talk to this guy right here and see if we can get some more charm. Might as well. Keep on forgetting that I need to talk to pretty much every vassal and give them... Let's see if they fixed it. There was a patch today. I don't know what was in the patch. And nope, still going up. Charm 124. But I'm fine with that because it's still a pain to get your charm up. And we'll probably find a wife at some point too. Best way to do it is find like a big group like this. And just click on all of them at once. Gonna go through. There's 125. We're only going up 1 point now. So we got charm up. What do we want? 10% more influence by winning tournaments. We're not gonna do that. Because we're doing a no fight playthrough. 30% chance to negate relationship penalty from kingdom decisions. Ooh, that's really good. We're gonna take that. When we run our own kingdom, so basically the best way to do this is just go through here. Oops, I already did that guy. See how they're all broken up? You can kind of just click on them. Oh, maybe not. I'm just clicking on the same guy over and over again. Yeah. Sometimes they split up and you can talk to them all, but it looks like... Well, actually they're not split up. That's probably something else that they can fix, honestly. Okay, I bartered with this guy already. The group in a fight right there. I have enough troops. I don't want to get too many troops. I think 50 something is probably good for this point. Probably going to be grinding just a ton when I can off screen. Because 225 is going to take a long time to get trade up to. Even though we have it maxed out, it'll eventually start really slowing down. Meat, what did I buy that for? Under 20? We'll probably get rid of a little bit of that. Sell a little bit of olives. Sell a little bit of wine. A little bit of oil. Keep the hides, I think. Wool, we'll sell a little bit. Linen, sell a little bit. Sheep, probably get down to 100 or so. Okay. There's a pretty good profit just right there. More grapes. How many grapes do I have now? I have 105 grapes. But I'm gonna get some more because I'm gonna sell them all somewhere. Probably be a couple towns where I can sell them for ungodly amount. Hardwood is 18. We're getting, if I gain about 2,500 or so, we're getting a skill point, which isn't too bad. We're gonna head back south. I need to find someone to marry so we can do the kid thing. See how that works. I haven't played around with it too much. I heard it does take a long time for the kids to grow up. Oh, there's a ton of grain here, so we're gonna buy quite a bit. We'll probably buy like 80 or so. How much clay do I have? I have 30. We're going to buy a little bit more. Iron ore is really cheap here, so we're going to buy quite a bit of that. We're going to start restocking on some of this stuff. And I think that's pretty good. Okay. Did I see what I could sell? I don't think I did. I think I just bought. So you can see they're starting to line up a little bit. Oh, 52 for the meat. We'll get rid of all that. Olives are... Did I... No, I bought them somewhere else. Let's get rid of some of these olives because I bought those at 20 or so. We'll get down to like 40. There we go. Wine is going for pretty high, so we'll get down to 70. Linen, we'll sell all the linen. Probably get some more money for the hides, so I'll sell a couple here. Hog is not too much, and there's 3,800 right there, and our trade skill is 132. I think, too, the higher, it's like warband, so the higher you get your trade and some of these other skills, I think it slowly makes your trade deals a little bit better. Or I'm just getting better at it. I don't know. One or the other. But grain is really cheap here. We'll buy a little bit more. And grapes, still really good price here, so I'm going to buy a little bit more. I've got enough butter, I think, for a while. Cheese, do I have, how much cheese do I have? I'm going to buy a little bit of cheese. Well, it hits 30 or so. Wine, nah. Hardwood, I'm going to buy a ton of hardwood at 9. Buy 128 of that. Clay, how much clay do I have? 64. That's a good price. We're going to buy some more. Iron ore is a really good price. Buy all of it. Linen, not too bad. We'll buy a couple of those. And that's probably... Keep on checking, forgetting what I can sell. Trying to make a little bit of a... Well, what did I buy that at? That's going to go down pretty quick. Oil. Sell a couple of those. Olives. I bought olives here. Sell a couple olives. Wine's pretty cheap. Okay. If I can get a couple of them in, I do it. We'll head to one more town, and that'll probably be it for this episode. And kind of want to get another business too. I'll definitely check and see what the market is at some of these. And I'll let you guys know. Oh, let's check and see if that went up. Okay, so it's plus 17. It's not bad. So we're getting 2 influence because they're both profitable. So 2 influence per day, which is nice. And we're making plus 17 a day and plus 53 a day for a total of 70. A nice little extra bit of cash there, and that'll fluctuate as we go. All right. Okay, olives are pretty good here, but they go down really quick. Oil goes down really quick, but it is pricey. Wine, everything seems to go down pretty quick here. Hardwood, sell a little bit of hardwood because I bought that at what, like 12 or something? So a little bit of wool. Fish. I think I can buy fish for a little bit cheaper, but I'm going to buy at 11. That's not bad. We'll buy a bunch of that. We'll buy some meat and get it a little bit cheaper, but I'm going to stock up here. Butter is pretty good price. How much butter? I have a ton of butter, so I'm not going to worry about that. Beer, I'll probably buy them out. Wine. Flax. Oh, flax is at 6 here. That's the cheapest I think I've seen it. I'm going to actually stock up on some flax. I'm going to buy them out. And we're over our limit. We won't go too high on the flax. We'll go maybe there. And anything else? We'll buy a couple. Hopefully. Oh, the mules are cheap here, so I'm going to buy. I'm just going to buy them out. Okay. So now we're back to being like pretty much fully stocked. And we'll go make some more trade deals, play a little bit off screen, and look for a new video tomorrow. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.